Hi, welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Inside Astrology. This is Christina. If you have, if you got a Leo rising, Leo sun, or Leo moon, this is your March 2023 astrology forecast. All right, guys, this is something huge. March is the biggest month ever in this year, and actually for decades, because Saturn is going to change sign, and Saturn is a social planet, and it resides 2.5 years in each individual sign. So it was here before 29 years ago. And if you can remember back, so if you are older than 29, you can remember what's happened actually 29 years ago. It could be something similar happening with you. And Pluto also going to change sign. And Pluto has a really, really weird ecliptic. And so what's happening, it's going to be residing in your seventh house of partnership for 24 years. But the first 2 years when it's ingressing, Aquarius is going to go back and forth actually between Capricorn and Aquarius. All right. So let me see what's going to happen. And Pluto in Aquarius, actually, it's the opposite sign for you. So definitely it's very, very powerful, life altering for you, Leo. All right, so March 7th, we start with a Virgo full moon at 16 degrees. It will trine Uranus, the planet of unexpected, rebel, unconventional, chaos. It rules digital currency, it rules tornadoes, earthquake, energy stocks, it rules the gatekeeper, it rules actually also the genius mind. And actually, it's going to reside in and it's here in your 10th house of career, achievement, royalty, public image for a long time. So this is your life purpose over here. So this full moon is actually going to sextile. And the full moon is in your second house, and it's actually going to trine with Uranus. Trine. So that is a very blessed energy because it's a Jupiterian energy. It can bring in some kind of recognition, fame, honor for your hard work. And the full moon, as I said, it's actually in your second house of wealth, talent, income, material possession, while the sun will shine in your eighth house of taxes, money earned from others, inheritance, and loans. So it could close the way you earn your income. However, the sun in your eighth house will bring some kind of big wealth for you, could bring some kind of big wealth for you. So you can get wealthy through inheritance. It could be a living trust. It could be some kind of prenup, or maybe your significant other going to actually make a really good business dealing and money will come in through that. So if you had some kind of medical malpractice, or you have joint finances, that also could be very beneficial here. You can get accepted, for example, to apply for mortgage or mortgage forgiveness. Perhaps maybe the bank lost your mortgage papers and it could actually turn out for your favor. All right, what else is happening over here? So as you see, Uranus in the 10th going to urge you to update your technology and to be more productive at work in your career. It could actually bring in some kind of humanitarian project for you. Perhaps you ready some kind of philanthropic work, and you can actually create a non-profit here. So let's talk about Virgo archetype here, because the full moon ruled by Virgo, and Virgo actually is very detailed, very organized. It's serving others for the public health, for the service for others. And, like Virgo can actually be really hardworking as well, but definitely a healer archetype. So Virgo also some kind of obligation as well. And this is the Lord of the full moon is Mercury, which is going to be in your eighth house, and Mercury gonna be in fall because in Pisces, it's delusional, illusional. It doesn't know how to talk. It could get some kind of conflict with contracts, because you see, Mercury is signing of papers, and because of the 8th house representing everything with shared resources and contract and mortgage and whatever, so in Pisces, Mercury could have some kind of hidden information that you didn't see, so you have to be careful with signing contracts over here. Okay. But on the other way, Mercury could like information, spiritual information, 8th house is research. So you're going to be obsessed with research and spiritual information as well. So it could represent that. And, we're going to have actually a Pisces stellium. And we're going to have Saturn moving on the 7th when the full moon happening, ingressing Pisces, right? It's karmic, it's 0 degree. And Saturn is the lord of karma anyway. And, it could, with Neptune and Sun and Mercury here, it's going to emphasize everything with shared resources and mortgage and, like banking system as well. It is actually creating some kind of good opportunity with banking, with mortgages, with investing. And, you can invest in multiple things here. So you're going to get the fund if you want to have a spiritual retreat, if you want to invest, for example, Mercury here and part of this stellium, some kind of car or communication devices. If you want to buy your funeral place, or, like how the old people before, they always bought already their graves or whatever. So it could be a contract for that as well. But definitely signing on prenup and other beneficial shared money here. Okay, so what else could be here? For example, you can have some kind of big change with a deal, with some kind of mortgage or inheritance. And you can actually invest in some kind of research devices. So, for example, if you are a surgeon, or if you are, it could actually, Mercury is website, okay? And 8th house is sexuality and hidden, because Pisces also representing your bedroom. So you might be actually signing up for OnlyFans or some kind of fetish website where you can sell your pictures, if you have some kind of, for people who has fetishes. Yes, it could be that. All right, so let me see what else could be here. Definitely, because of the sun is sextiling with Uranus, it could bring in some kind of unexpected recognition. So it could be some kind of fame. So yeah, that could be definitely amazing for you. And you see, look at that. Look, the Saturn, as I talked about that already, because it's establishing something in pharmaceutical or actually in long-term investment. If you want to actually invest in crude oil, it could be really good. Or, if you are a stripper, it could be really good money right now, because the stellium is bringing in money here. Or also, if you are anything in medical marijuana business, or getting the mortgage for some kind of business which is spiritual, some kind of spiritual business. Okay, this full moon actually going to square Mars, and it's gonna do a T-square, and Mars is still in Gemini. So Gemini is air sign, and actually feeding this fire, and Mars is out of bound. It's crazy. It's like, oh my God, out of control. And verbally, it's a lot of fight. You want to fight. You want to fight with everyone. You might be very, very emotional. Okay, so it could bring some kind of verbal conflict with your tribe, with society. So you have to be careful what you put on Instagram, or what you put on Facebook, or whatever social media account you got. Because it could bring in a debate on social media, and it's a heated argument. It could actually drain you emotionally. On the 11th of the month, we will have Juno entering Taurus, and it's your 10th house. And on the 16th, Venus going to enter Taurus. So this is good for career. It's good for a job, but career in general and recognition. So both are extremely great, because Juno also is loyalty, and it is a soulmate. So it could be some kind of career on some kind of political field, right? So it could actually help you with public image if you want to. March 19th, Mercury finally leaving the 4th position and going to Aries. So it's going to be very impulsive and impulsive thought for you. And the 20th, the Sun going to ingress Aries, your 9th house. And we're going to have on the 21st and astrological new year, March 21st, and it's going to be 0 degree on the world axis, which is really, really karmic and pivotal in your 9th house. And 9th house is your export, import, it's teaching, it's publishing, it's actually foreign matters. If you want to get a visa or a citizenship in a foreign country, if you want to go abroad or travel somewhere, it could be very great this month for that. It could also help you to invest in some kind of foreign land, or not land, but like a foreign real estate. Or it could be something like, okay, I'm gonna go abroad, teach abroad, or I'm going to start to learn another language. It could be that. So it's emphasizing everything with that. You might going to actually to invest in aircraft, or it could be stock with airplanes or long distance traveling as well. It could be really good for that. And the new moon is a new beginning. And because if it's in karmic degree on the world axis and it's creating a stellium in Aries, it's very bold energy. And if you have what is that, Leo rising or sun or moon, actually this energy going to trine with your energy. So it's very blessing. It's really good blessing for you over here. So it's going to bring powerful opportunities, for example. It can bring in, like, I don't know, increase the possibility for favorable business on those matters. So yes, and you know what? This new moon actually not only trining with your sun, moon, or rising, but it's also going to sextile Pluto. And Pluto is powerful. Pluto is transformation. Pluto is rebirth. And it is in your 6th house for another 3 days, but going to your 7th house of partnership, marriage, significant others. So Pluto over here, especially the first 2 years, could bring in a partner, someone who is powerful, someone who is life-altering, life-changing for you. It's almost like a savior here. And especially in Aquarius, because Aquarius is the genius, it's the professor, it's the, like the humanitarian. So the rebel, very, very unique personality. Pluto over here coming in. Yes, that's definitely could indicate that matter. Like, yes, I'm going to be really attracted, like obsessed with someone. And it could become actually not only an obsession, but, later on, it could become a marriage partner as well. So give it 2 years and it could become something very, very good and deep, because Pluto is deep. Pluto is going down to the roots. All right, so what else could be it? So, if you have any legal matters, because 7th house is legal matters, so it's like court system, legal matters, legal system, actually it could turn out for your favor. And also it could bring in a partnership opportunity, teaching abroad or study abroad as well. So this going to square, right, with Mars. Yeah, we were talking about that. Yes, with the followers, social media followers, perhaps, and debating with them. So careful with that. So what I wanted to talk, what else? I wanted to talk about actually March 23rd Pluto. I was talking about that. No. So let's go back to Mars over here. And we're going to talk about Mars leaving Gemini, because it was here for 7 months in your social circle. So you felt like they can attack you, or, they always had the urge to fight with someone. And it could be like fighting for financial matters, because look at the square. something with banking, something with your prenup, something with your will, trust, with your inheritance, fighting for it. And you know, it could have been hard for you. But right now, Mars is leaving. It's still going to be out of band, but it's coming to Cancer. And Cancer, actually, it's the 12th house. It could be like, you know, like you put fire on the water on the fire, so you extinguish that kind of impulsive energy or that kind of fire here, or the fire going to broil you. And 12th house is hidden matters. It's your addiction and your mental status. So actually, it could bring in some kind of issue. It could bring in some kind of addiction. It could bring in some kind of mental issue for some Leos. It could bring in some kind of huge fight with families. And it could be, at first, it could be because of it's hidden. You didn't see that coming. Somebody gonna turn against you, or somebody going to gossip about you, because 12th house is gossip. And somebody going to actually reveal your secrets. You had a lot of secrets. Look at that 8th house stellium, it's secrets. It could be sexuality. It could be some fetish, whatever. And then somebody can actually reveal that, and then you're going to fight with family members, and you know, like it could be intense over here. But on the other hand, it could actually be some kind of obsession, like you can become maniac, or you know, like some kind of obsession, because Mars is impulsive, and 12th house, it's like mental issues. But you know, it could be also like if you have children, then you can be advocate for others, like family members, or for children, or for breastfeeding or nurturing. Maybe you want to work in an orphanage, or being advocate for orphans. So or maybe for unprivileged, because 12th house unprivileged, and because of this one is nurturing. What is that? Cancer. So yeah, it could become that as well. All right. So don't forget, Pluto gonna go Aquarius. It's either going to affect your sun rising or your moon at one point during the 20 years. So it's opposition always difficult, very difficult. But before that, it will bring in some kind of partnership for you, which could be a business partnership or a marriage, but very powerful. The only thing what you will have to be careful with, like keep your integrity, because Pluto is powerful, or sex as well. And it could be like a partner is going to force you to do some kind of striptease bar or sex work or something like that. Or some of you, not everyone, of course. And it could also bring some kind of like careful who you choose for your partner. You know, Pluto could be someone not necessarily, well, it's going to go to a humanitarian sign, so most likely it's going to turn out to be good. But Pluto is very secretive, and you know, Pluto is manipulative because rules Scorpio. So powerful and manipulative. So careful with that. Okay, don't let your control out. Don't give your control out for others, especially not for your partner. Okay, guys, if you loved my podcast over here, video, then please subscribe, like, and comment. Please comment, because the algorithm going to find me. And then share with your friends and with your family, because then everyone else going to be able to benefit from my guidance. And a promotion is coming up, which is my book, and it is Let's Talk About That. And my pen name is Uma Kriko, and it's going to be sold on Amazon in Kindle version and hard copy version as well. It's for teenagers about taboos, sex, death, bullying, and racism, because there is out a lot of children who has no support, and they lost their parents, or they divorced, or parents, actually like have some kind of hazy guilt around these matters and around this subject. So it could help them to cope with that. And as again, Uma Kriko, let's talk about that. Please buy it and support me and give me a good review on Amazon. Thank you so much for your intention and attention as well. And thank you so much for listening. I'm going to see you in April, and let me know how did it work out for you. Bye for now.